This morning, it's time for our monthly Medicare chat with Kevin Dorr of Mapping Medicare. We're talking about taking control of your health care. Starting with first, when is it time to get your Medicare card and how do you get that? So good morning, Kevin. Thanks a lot for joining me for this conversation.
Good morning.
We'll start on that note. How do I get my Medicare card?
There's a couple different ways. If you are currently, if you work for the railroad, you'll automatically be enrolled in Medicare Part A and B. And you'll get your card about 4 months before your birth month, 65th birth month. If you are collecting Social Security and you've been collecting Social Security for at least 4 months prior to your 65th birth month, you're automatically enrolled and your card will just magically show up in your mailbox.
So you don't have to do anything for that?
For those two, you don't have to do anything. Now, what happens if you don't want your card right now? There are reasons you may not want to enroll. In the envelope will be a form where you can fill it out and disenroll from A and B, send that back in, and then you'll have to re-enroll yourself when you're ready. The other two ways are you can go to the Social Security office. Actually, you can't go to the Social Security office now. You need to call and make an appointment. They aren't doing walk-ins any longer. Call and make an appointment. And those folks, they're terrific. They'll walk you through getting your Medicare Part A and B. It seems odd that you have to go to Social Security to enroll in Medicare. You don't go to Medicare.gov. You have to go through Social Security.
And is this for just Parts A and Part B, or
yes,
for?
Yeah,
okay.
Only for Part A and for Part B. Now, if you know, the UP has 5 different Social Security offices: one in Marquette, one in the Sioux, one in Escanaba, Ironwood, and Houghton. So you don't have to go to the one that's necessarily closest to you. You can go to any of them. And what I would recommend right now, when you call to make an appointment, it's 3 or 4 weeks out. And then you get enrolled, and it might be another 2 or 3 weeks at least before you get the card. So if you don't have enough time to, you're kind of under time pressure, you don't want to have a gap in your coverage, you can go to Social Security Administration, SSA.gov. It's a 2-step process. It appears intimidating, but it really isn't. The first step is you need to create an account profile, and it's called with credentials. And the credentials just mean you have to prove who you are, prove who you say you are. And if you're not technically comfortable, call a neighbor or call one of the grandkids and they can walk through it. It's not difficult, but you get that set up. And if you already have that set up, you don't need to do that. You don't need 2 accounts. Then from there on SSA.gov, in your account, you can enroll in Medicare Part A and Part B. And when you do it that way, what I tell my clients is that Medicare number will show up on your account as quickly as 48 hours. And to enroll in a Medicare Advantage or a Medigap plan, all you need is the number. You don't necessarily need the card itself. So it's a much faster way to do it.
So it's best to stay on top of that information, pay attention to particular dates, especially in relationship to your 65th birthday if you have one coming up. Now, if you take a look at your screen right now, you'll see that Kevin will be at Dead River Coffee Roasters in Marquette tomorrow at 9 o'clock to answer your Medicare questions. We had more information to run through today, but we're running out of time, so we might just have to save it for next month.
That sounds
Kevin.
good. Thanks, Tia.
Thanks a lot for joining me this morning.
You bet.